welcome to another Mad Hatter review. So, getting to the end of the year, getting ready for 2022. Looks like it's going to be hopefully a good year, okay? Good year for everything. Good year for toys, good year for statues, good year for all of us, okay? And I've just been thinking of, the past year and the stuff that has come out, and I thought I would do what no other toy review channels do and do a top 10 of 2021, okay? This is completely original. I haven't verified that, but I just assume no one else is doing it. So we're going to go down the top 10, my top 10 list, and I think afterwards I'll do kind of like a top 3 statues as well, okay? We don't dive too much into that, but I thought it would be interesting. Giant machinery outside just decided to start when I was making this video, so I'll wait for that fucking guy to shut that thing off, and then we'll continue. Okay, so that guy's far enough away, I think. By the way, people have been asking me, have I ordered the foot soldiers and or the mousers yet? I have not, okay? What am I waiting for? I don't know. Last minute, maybe that's what I'm waiting for. I am just fearing that credit card hit that I'm going to see for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So I'm just delaying. I'm just delaying the inevitable. I know it doesn't make logical sense, but that's what I'm doing. The other thing, I went to Target today and I got some Princess Bride McFarlane figures that are out. I got 3 of them. I got them from my wife because I don't want to get a divorce, and she's going to really, really dig those. While I was there, though, interesting enough, I'm picking up toys. I hear, hey, Mad Hatter. I turn around. It's these 2 dudes that work at Target, 2 really friendly guys. They're like, hey, Mad Hatter, we watch your videos. I thought it was a cool moment. They were really cool guys. I said that to say, not to brag, but to just say that, it's getting a little treacherous for yours truly just going out in public, okay? Who knows? Maybe I'll need a mask moving forward. Maybe I need a bodyguard. I can't have people calling TMZ, hey, Mad Hatter's here. I'm just saying it might get treacherous. I can't have anything happen to me because something happens to me. Who's going to get you your toy reviews and your toy news and all that? So I'm just saying it's crazy out there. So without further ado, let's jump into this top 10. There might be some surprises here. You might go, what the hell? And by the way, I think I only reviewed like half of the things that are on this top 10. If you guys do want me to review it, maybe I will. I'm late on the game on some of these, as you'll see. But let's go ahead and dive in. Number 10. And if you're wondering why I did a wardrobe change, no, this isn't like an Oscars type thing. The audio on the last recording just crapped out for like 30 seconds, so I got to do this one over. But number 10 is, and I got him right here staring at me, the NECA TMNT Chrome Dome. This was a tough decision because there was a lot of good, and by the way, don't panic. This is not going to be a whole list full of NECA TMNT stuff, okay? It's a very, very varied list. But this guy just took a high spot in there because, just look at him, okay? He is an eye catcher. It's a giant robot samurai that looks kind of like Shredder. How badass is this guy? Whenever I put him in my display, my eye always goes to him. People that come over and see the display are like, who's that dude? Chrome Dome, he's an attention getter. His sculpting is amazing, and he's huge. This is the first gigantic Chrome Dome that we've ever gotten. He's super formidable, super badass, and I love this guy, and that is why he gets the number 10 spot. Number 9. This is high up on the list, but it's only because it has some issues. This is the Hasbro HasLab Sentinel, okay? This is a beautiful figure. I've seen it in person multiple times. I actually have one that I haven't opened yet, okay? But, and it's an impressive piece. And if you have, if you're a fan of X-Men Marvel Legends, or even not Marvel Legends, if you want to mix and match, this is probably sculpt-wise the ultimate best Sentinel that you're going to get. It does have some issues. There's a lot of loose knees that people are getting and some wonky like thigh joints, but and it's random who gets it, but I've heard enough people that have gotten the loose knees and that say that it's a little bit of an issue when posing it, okay? Which is why I kind of put it as the number 9 because I've heard that way too often. But the sculpt is immaculate, probably the best sculpted Sentinel that you're going to get, and it'll go with a lot of things. I think the going rate for it now is like $700 or maybe $600, but it's a beautiful Sentinel, And just as a display piece, it's great. And, you know, it kind of goes in the background, pepper some X-Men around it. It looks really cool. So number 9, Hasbro HasLab Sentinels. Number 8. Number 8 is by a company called Sentinel. It is the Miles Morales figure from the Spider-Verse, okay? This is, I think, bar none, the best Miles Morales figure ever that I've seen. It's just the texture on it, just the posability, how cartoon accurate he is, the sculpt on the face and the different faces that you can use, and just how dynamic this guy is. This is one of these where my buddy showed it to me out of box, and I was like, that looks so awesome, I have to get my own. And I went in and got it, and I pre-ordered the Peter B. Parker from the Sentinel line as well as a result, because I was just so impressed. I love that movie, great movie, and yeah, if you, I don't know if this one is sold out. I think he is, but yeah, the company is Sentinel, and Miles Morales is the figure. And again, find me a better Miles Morales than this one. I think it's the best one. Number 7. I actually think I have this one right here, and number 7 is the Mezco Conan the Barbarian. I guess he's not Conan, he's just regular, because it's not movie Conan. This is the sort of comic Frank Frazetta style Conan. This figure is way hot. This figure is red hot, okay? I think it's going for like $500 or something stupid like that, or maybe $300. But like, this was, I took a flyer on this. I haven't gotten any Mezco stuff for a while. I was like, let me just try it out. Let me test the waters. And I only did that based off of the pre-order pics on Big Bad Toy Store. It just looked so cool. I was like, let me put a non-refundable deposit on this thing. I'm glad that I did. I'm going to open him. I'll put him into some kind of like medieval display. Maybe he'll kind of go with like my He-Man stuff. But if you're a fan of Conan, I mean, it just the look of it. I'll put some pictures so you can kind of get a better a sense of it. But they just captured like that Frank Frazetta art, and just the style and how raw he looked, and just the musculature and the weaponry. And this guy was so cool that I ended up buying a Mythic Legion's horse just so he can sit on it. Just because, you know, I'm now creating a display around this Conan. But Mezco Conan, hopefully, maybe they do a re-release at some point. But this was a hot figure, and I think it kind of just caught people off guard. And if you're a fan of Conan or any kind of like medieval sword and sandal stuff, definitely check this out. That was number 7. Number 6, okay? I also have number 6 right here, although I didn't open them yet. This is another one where I saw my friend show me some pics. I was like, oh my God, I have to get this. And I have no regrets. Number 6 is the Mafex Gambit, okay? Probably the best Gambit figure I have seen. Not probably, the best Gambit figure I've seen. This is just take a look at Gambit, just the range of things that you could do to him or do with him. And, you know, he just comes with just an assortment of awesome things, the bow staff, and just the posing that you can get. I've heard for a long time that Mafex is on another level when it comes to sculpt and things like that. I hesitated for a while because there are some people that have gotten their Mafex, like Mafex SpiderMan. That's one that I'm looking for now, and I dropped the ball. I held the Mafex McFarlane SpiderMan. I was like, you know what? I don't know anything about this company, and now I'm regretting it because it's going for like $200 plus. I was not going to make the same mistake on Gambit. I've been eyeing them for a while. There are some. In the past, there have been some QC issues, okay? So, but apparently they're fixing up a lot of that stuff, and they have a great X-Men line that's shaping up. They have a Cyclops, they have Psylocke that just came out, and they have a brown Wolverine. If you're a fan at all of the X-Men, check this out. And they're only going to continue. I'm sure there's a Rogue down the pipeline. I know that there's a Jean Grey that's coming out soon. So if you're a fan of X-Men, by the way, though, these are pricey, okay? It's about $80 to $100 for these Mafex figures. So, so yeah, that is the difference between them and Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends, I don't think has the quality that these guys have, but Marvel Legends is much cheaper. It's like $20 versus that. But when you see this, I mean, you understand where the money difference is. I'm just hoping that they can just shape up their QC moving forward. So that was number 6. Number 5. Number 5 is not a surprise if you follow this channel, but and it's technically not one figure, but I'm gonna lump it all into one. Number 5 is the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack. Okay, this NECA set was, to me, it was like an event. Okay, trying to find it. There's still people that are waiting for pre-orders for this thing. Okay, but it was just sold out everywhere. Flippers going crazy. For me, it was just an adventure finding it. When I finally did, I just fell in love with it. The whole box set, just how everything just kind of like looked, came together. Just the accessories, the boombox, skateboard, Pigeon Pete, the trench coats, and then the fact that they were newly sculpted Ninja Turtles. Okay, for the longest time we had sort of that old sculpt of Ninja Turtles, and then these came out and they're looking like it's going to be the Ninja Turtle sculpt moving forward. NECA had even alluded in one of their photos that there's going to be like a light green version in that sculpt. It's the same sculpt that the 1/4 scale ones have, and obviously you have the trench coat outfit as well. But so it was Turtles in Disguise, but it was also kind of an excuse to be like, here's the new sculpt, guys. And to me, that was kind of like a marker in time. Like, now we're taking it to the next level. Also, by the way, they did say that they're going to do a new April, so a new cartoon April. So very, very excited for that. So number 5 is the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack. Number 4 is, to me, was speaking of like the marker in time. This was like a marker in time of like, okay, everything that precedes this is the before time. Everything is kind of like AD, and that is the transforming Optimus Prime. Okay, I did a video on this. Somehow I got Mark Wahlberg to be in the video. Don't ask me how I did it, but I was so impressed when I first saw this thing. I was like, we are living in a time where Optimus Prime transforms. Holy shit. Okay, I have him right over there, but I can't get him. The dog's on my lap. But this is a transforming Optimus Prime. Okay, now, truth be told, this probably would have been number 1 or should have been number 1. The thing is with this transforming Optimus Prime is it's a novelty. It's an expensive novelty. Not that he doesn't look badass just having him in robot form or in the truck form, but you're not going to have him always doing things. You're not going to have him always transforming or dancing or, roll out or doing all that. So a lot of times you're just going to have him, he's just going to be sitting there. He's going to be sitting there as a truck, and somebody will go like, oh, cool truck. And you want to go, no, not cool truck. This motherfucker transforms. It really is like, it's situational is the word I'm looking for. So that's why I got number 4. But this thing is amazing. Just the fact that this exists. And I just feel like it's almost like this weird part of history where it's just like, this is the first transforming Optimus Prime, the first transforming Transformer. I know Robosen has made other transforming robots, but I just thought this was so cool. I have no regrets getting it, even though the high price tag was like $700-800. But yeah. So number 4, Transforming Optimus Prime by Hasbro and Robosen. Number 3 is the Super7 Bebop. Okay, this is by far, or not, maybe not by far, but this is the best of the TMNT Super 7 line. Okay, when I held this guy in hand, I was like, wow, this is like next level shit. If you don't know, Super 7, what their license says is they have to update. They can only update like Playmates figures. So so basically what they're doing is they're taking the Playmates old designs from like the 80s and 90s and they're updating them. And this Super 7 Bebop represented just the culmination of that. What a beautiful figure. It's like a showstopper figure when you just take a look at it. The Rocksteady is cool too, but it's just not as cool as the Bebop. It's just amazing. And to me, it's the first thing that I held in my hand that was like that made me feel like Super 7. I mean, they're a contender. They're in the game. It's just got mass. It's got so many details. The paint is immaculate. I love this thing. Super 7 Bebop number 3, and I did a review on him, by the way, if you want to check it out. Number 2, getting excited here. Number 2 is the Hasbro Unicron. Okay, I did a review on this. This was such a holy shit moment for me. First of all, it was like a job just putting this thing together and transforming it. It's no joke. It's like an hour to just do that, maybe more, just to transform everything, go from planet form, go to robot form. But the way this thing is engineered, I mean, it's got to be like geniuses that have made this. I can't even start to wrap my head around how this went from the drawing board to just to in our hands, and it just, there's so many details, and and to me, I mean, I saw, like a lot of you, the Transformers movie when I was a wee little tyke. I was always in love with just the planet Transformer Unicron, Orson Welles with that voice, and this was just kind of like another moment where I was like, I held it in my hands, like, I don't think they could ever top this, okay? And when you hold it and when you look at it, you're just like, how could you top this Unicron? And yeah, it just was like one of these things. It's just, you look at it, your dreams come true. You're like, we are in the future now, and yeah, it really, and pictures do not do that thing justice. You have to just see it. You got to just see it in person, in planet form or in robot form. And it's humongous. It's a space killer, obviously. But I went in on that. Again, expensive, no regrets for Unicron. And then now, number one is going to come as a surprise because I haven't reviewed it here and I haven't really talked about it. But I opened it the other day because I had to open just some stuff that had to be opened. And I took a look at it. This is one of my favorite properties. Okay, and this is Super 7, all right? My number one on the list, Super 7 Thundercats, and I have them right here, Slithe, okay? Look at this. Don't adjust your TVs. This isn't, I'm not holding a cell from the cartoon. This is a figure, okay? This Slithe is amazing, and it just, to me, as somebody who grew up loving Thundercats, I always loved this character. But this to me just represented, like, how are you gonna make a figure that's better than this? How are you gonna represent the cartoon better than this? Just the textures and the face and the sculpt and just the weapons and just just look at the knuckles here and look at his adorable lizard feet here and just this. I mean, this is an immense figure. It's amazing. If you're looking and you're going, you gotta see this in person. If you're at all a Thundercats fan, if you just appreciate translating the art of translating 2D artwork into action figure form, this is perfection. Okay, and there's a reason why it's sold out on Big Bad Toy Store, and some of the other ones are not sold out. Not that the other ones are not good. But this guy is a cut above the rest. I almost want to just get another one just to have him. He's got two different heads, by the way. But everything on this guy. The only thing that I'll say that I wish was a little better is his tail. It's a little like I wish I could move it up so I can do some more dynamic things with it. But Slithe isn't really a dynamic character anyway. He's not SpiderMan, so I don't care that much. But that's, I don't know. I just took a look at this guy. He jumps right out. He's like right out of the cartoon. And that is why this is my number one, Super 7 Slithe. And yeah, so that's it. Oh, you know what? I want to do just kind of a quick, I know a lot of you guys don't collect statues, but I love statues. And I just wanted to do my top 3 of statues. The first one, number 3, is the XM Studio Soundwave. Okay, I don't own this, but I've seen this thing. It's fucking amazing, okay? You have Soundwave, and you got the little cassette player that comes with him, and then you got Ravage and all the Laserbeak and all the little cassettes all around him. This is a piece. If I was in the XM Studios line, or the Transformers XM Studios line, I would for sure pick this guy up. But this Soundwave is amazing. Number two, I actually do own. I haven't opened him up yet, but it is the symbiote SpiderMan, black costume SpiderMan, hunched over, okay? I saw this thing in person and when I just went to Frankenson's, and it is glorious, okay? It's moody. It's just him just kind of hunched over, and it just captures an atmosphere. It tells this story. The symbiote is on him. It's kind of turning him evil, and it's surrounding the base, and the base has all this gothic architecture. It's really just like this piece of art. So that's awesome too. And then the number one statue that statue of the year for me. I don't own this, but hope to one day. The Prime One Studios Batman. This is the Hush Batman. This is probably the best Batman I've ever seen. I've seen hundreds of Batman statues, but the presence on this guy, the cross-hatching on him, and I'm not even a big fan of the blue Batman, but that's the way to go. I know they're making a black version with the black costume. I don't think it's as good. It doesn't pop like this guy pops. You see this guy in person, and he's in the Batcave, and the bats are flying behind him, and you're like, that's the ultimate Batman. That captures Batman. That's, to me, the front runner in terms of Batman statues, Hush Batman. So those are my top 3 statues. And by the way, those are licensed statues. I have a few favorites that are my custom statues, not mine, but custom statues that I like. But yeah, but that's it. That's my top 10/top 3 yearly wrap up. Very, very excited for what's coming out in 2022. Okay, NECA, Super 7. I'm deep in this Mayfex thing. Who am I kidding? I pre-ordered that symbiote SpiderMan. I think that's Mayfex. Yeah, Medicom. But I'm just super jazzed about what is coming up, and just trying to think of like first of all, how are we going to afford all this shit? I have no idea. Okay. And by the way, I know that I probably missed some stuff. News Channel was going to go on there, but it just missed it. But hopefully some big contenders next year, and hopefully can do some fun stuff next year. Maybe go to San Diego Comic-Con next year. Maybe go to New York Comic-Con. Who knows? Okay. World's my oyster. But yeah. That is all. I don't know if this is the last video we make for the year, but if it is, Happy New Year. If it's not, Happy New Year anyway. Hopefully we get a jam-packed and exciting and healthy 2022, and looking forward to making more videos, because we're not going to slow down, baby, okay? I know there's rumors, hey, Mad Hatter's losing his touch. He's starting to slow down. He's not slowing down. All right, full force, like a locomotive into 2022. That's it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your top 10s. I would love to hear them or to read them, honestly. So put those in the comments, please. Top 10 statues or Funkos or figures, whatever you guys want. And that is it. Drop me a like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.